Got to come right out and say it. Everybody said, Rich, your tinfoil hat's on too tight. We were talking about how big tech and the digital platforms, social media, we're going to be attacking, or we're attacking things like our outdoor programming, and now it's happened. About a year ago, Amazon Prime would no longer accept anything new from us.
Yeah.
And the
they had to actually ask you for content before it was going to be aired on their platform.
That's right. And there was this ongoing problem with them where they were constantly screwing up my CC files, my closed captioning files. So then at any one time, perhaps half of our videos couldn't be played because the CC files were out of sync. They kept doing it. I kept sending it over and over again. Yeah. Well, I went to try and update this, and this is when I got the notice. I don't know how long they've been doing it, but this is when I got the notice that I could no longer send them anything. They had to request it, and I said, well, but nobody can play my videos because you won't let them because you say the CC files are out. Radio silence, nothing.
Too bad. Too bad for you.
So then, not long after that, they put us on pay-per-view. And the worst part is that a week ago, they told us we were suspended. And that's literally, I got an email. I guess I kind of know what this what breaking up over a text message thing is like. I got an email saying that your account is suspended and there's no appeal. Yeah. That's literally how long the email was. Your account is suspended and there's no appeal. So then I get looking into it and I said, okay, fine, well then delete all my files. No, I can't. They won't. So they still have my files, yet my account is suspended.
Right. So that's one platform where a lot of our viewers initially found us, and where a lot of our people who enjoy our TV show that you can still see on TV with this. So this is really it's almost a little bit backwards, because for years everyone said, "Oh, watch it. TV's dead. Yep. There will be TV is dead. The internet is the only way to go." And in fact, for the outdoor community, TV is pretty much the only way you're going to find a lot of shows that you love.
And here's why: because YouTube and Facebook have both brought out new real rules. I haven't seen the Facebook ones. I'm told they follow YouTube, but YouTube has brought out that they will demonetize any video that shows a human-induced torture or injuring of an animal, including kill shots, including skinning. Now, how is skinning and meat processing, how is that a torture of an animal? It's dead at that point.
Well, because they make the rules.
That's right.
It really is an insidious way to go, but that's the YouTube way. And when they say demonetize, they just mean they're not going to pay you.
That's right.
They still advertise within your content, and they collect all the revenue from that and put it in their own bank account. And they give the producer and the owner absolutely nothing. Zero.
Yeah. And that's ridiculous. If what I'm producing is so horrific, why don't they just ban me off the channel?
Oh, no, but They won't, because they know that there are still viewers who are looking for that content. So they will still come to that YouTube channel and they will still view all the videos, but not understanding that the producer of those videos is no longer being compensated by YouTube.
So what happens is that nobody can afford to produce a video and put it up on YouTube and not get paid for it.
So two things will happen. Either the producer of the content will just stop producing content whatsoever, zero, they won't do it, or they move on to do things a little differently.
Well, yeah, I mean, nobody can afford that, because I mean, everybody says, well, so you don't get demonetized for one out of 200 videos or whatever. But you know what? That's work. That is my work. How would you like to go to your job and not get paid for one day out of 200? And you give that money to a multinational, multi-billion-dollar internet company like YouTube.
Yeah.
I know. I get a little bit worked up when I talk about this. It angers me to no end.
Because it's very personal, especially when it hits you in the pocketbook.
Well, and especially when it's your job. Especially when they set up this whole model.
Yeah.
For years, and all of a sudden they're changing the rules. They've decided that they're not going to allow this stuff anymore.
Well, worst of all is that they are deciding morality for everyone.
Yeah.
I'll bet you the porn sites stay up, though.
Yeah. I was doing research for an article. Funny you should mention that. I was doing research for an article, and it's like 20 or 25% of all the electricity produced in the United States goes to porn on the internet.
It is an interesting world that we live. We live in interesting times. I think that was a curse that was out there.
It's an Irish curse.
It says, may you live in interesting times. And
yeah.
my goodness, someone has cursed us big time. Not just us, but the outdoor community.
So what's going to happen, though, is all the channels that you enjoy, and there is so much more channels now than there was ever allowed on TV, because TV is pay to play. You know, you have to pay to be on TV. No question about it. It is a much more expensive than putting up to YouTube and that. But I can put stuff on TV, kill shots on for hunting, how to skin an animal, how to clean and process chicken or skin fur. I can do all of that on TV. I can't do it on the internet. The incredible, supposedly most democratic institution on the face of the earth. Most democratic.
I am not a crook.
Yeah.
Anyway, so to combat that, we have about a year and a bit ago, we developed our own channel to deliver a lot of great content to.
I seen this coming and nobody believed me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, no, it's coming. And I said, there's two things I'm going to tell you that's going to happen. There's going to be a rebirth with TV. And everybody laughed at me. Ha, 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 ha. You know, you're stupid. I said, no, there's going to be a rebirth of TV. And we're going to end up not being able to show half the stuff that we show on TV, on the internet. And nobody believed me. So we started, and there was also the being attacked by the trolls, right? Okay, the antis and all that kind of stuff. So we started, we put up locals, trappinginc.locals.com. We did that about a year ago, and it's simple. And it is a subscription community, and that's where everybody's going to go. If you're going to watch hunting and fishing on the internet, you're going to be on a subscription community, one way or another. Yeah. I'm just telling you right now. And everybody says, well, but I don't want to pay a monthly stipend. Well, I believe you pay no matter how you do it. I don't care what you think. I believe you either this you look at it this way. It's this simple. You pay with your time by sitting through those ads.
Yes.
Okay? That's annoying. That's time consuming. You pay through your privacy.
This is on internet.
Yeah, on the internet. Absolutely, on the internet. You pay through your privacy. Every time you click on something there is all kinds of information collected about you. It goes in, it gets sold and resold and goes into packages to put you into a marketing package that fits what you've been watching on the internet.
Yeah.
And so those are the first two ways that you pay to be on to watch something on the internet. And the third way is, of course, the actual stipend. You know, when you pay us $5 a month or $50 a year, we do not advertise to you.
No.
We do not collect your information. We do not resell your information.
You're free of trolls, because no troll or anti is going to pay $5 a month to come onto a platform to harass people. They want that on all the free platforms.
Well, that is the greatest satisfaction ever. It hasn't happened yet in over a year. I've never had to throw anybody off and said, here's your $5, you know, call someone who cares or whatever. I haven't had to do that yet, or haven't had the luxury of doing it yet. But that is the safety, and you're with people who are like-minded. You can have open and free discussion because you're behind that paywall. Those are bonuses. Yeah. Those are above and beyond what you're actually paying to be on the free, where you can't express an opinion. Gee, we were talking about this the other day. Randy Newbert, a very good friend of mine, and he has Fresh Tracks, and they just set up their own community as well. We may do something with him in the future. I hope so. Randy is a great guy. But we talked about how when the internet first started, how incredibly free it was. You know, you'd pull up any post and you would get thousands of likes and thousands of shares. Now nobody does nothing because somebody is sitting there trolling through, see what they like, see and how they can spin it to to their personal advantage or their personal agenda. So nobody wants to even express an opinion anymore. In the freest place in the world, the internet, nobody wants to express an opinion. Nobody wants to be pigeonholed, you know? So that is one of the greatest things about our private community.
So then just to carry on with that is that you won't see any new content from us on YouTube. Obviously, you won't see any content from us on Amazon Prime. You can watch us in the US on Pursuit TV and in Canada on Wild TV. But those are all just current videos. They don't play any past seasons. So we are currently shooting season 8 for Trapping Inc. And so nothing old will be aired on TV. That's just not the way that platform works. So if you like what we do and you want to see more of it, then you need to join our locals community in order to see everything that we have produced previously, as well as all kinds of really interesting other tidbits and content. There's all kinds of articles on there that have been written over the years. There's all sorts of exclusivity that comes with being a member of that community, and that includes access to contests, access to us, the Trapline trip winners that are coming here in December of 2020 or 2021. They had to be members of the community in order to be able to enter the contest.
Exactly. And there's all kinds of little videos that happen every time we're out at the cabin. I mean, today's phones are just absolutely wonderful. It films great. It's not quite broadcast quality, but I mean, it's great to be able to film it and then I can boom up through the internet and get it up to the locals. We're always keeping everybody up to date. Things like the video podcasts only appear on trappinginc.locals.com. They're nowhere else. We still continue putting podcasts up, but they're just audio for other places. The only thing you're ever going to see again on YouTube from us are videos like this, where we explain where we are and why we are. Why
you're not seeing anything new, because it's the only place that, and we don't care if it's demonetized or not, because it's an information thing. Well, really, I mean, it probably is going to get us more money for people watching it and saying, hey, go to this video and understand that it's not just Trapping Inc. that's being censored. And that's really what's going on here, folks, is censorship. Burning books, if you like. I mean, that's the equivalent now of being demonetized and censored on the internet is a book burning.
Yeah, absolutely. And Randy Newberg, once again, with his Fresh Tracks community, he did a video just like this explaining what was demonetized, and it got a whole bunch of views and that and all that. YouTube demonetized it. So he says they make the rules. You got to remember that they make the rules and they don't have to explain them to you. He says I was sitting on a cooler in my garage explaining about why I was being demonetized, and they demonetized me.
And here we sit in our cabin in the woods, and we'll probably be demonetized for this too, because we are simply telling you the truth of the matter. And as producers of outdoor programming, this strikes to the heart of what we do, and it should strike to the heart of all of our viewers as well, because if we can't produce it, there are hundreds of others that can't as well.
Nothing in the world is free. Nothing.
Well, everything has a cost to it, whether that's money coming out of your pocket, whether it's time coming out of your day, or whether it's the loss of your privacy. And honestly, that is starting to become a very big deal. Even on Facebook, I've got tons of friends who can't post certain things on their Facebook page because they will get a hacker. And then it costs them time and effort and energy to go about redoing all their passwords and getting their own content back. And that's something else that we should talk about too, is that Facebook does not care, right? No. It happened to Randy.
Yeah.
So Randy Newberg had someone hack into his Facebook, and it took almost an act of Congress in the U.S. for him to get it back. And literally, he had to go to a high-ranking political
official who happened to be a fan and said, the official got a hold of him and says, Randy, what's going on with your Facebook page? And he says, well, he explained. And it was like about week 3 of it having been taken over. And they turned it in. It was a troll farm that had turned it into a big advertising Facebook page. You know, he had a lot of people on. And he says, I can't get it back. Facebook won't answer a query. Well, won't, and it's true. They won't. And the guy says, leave it with us, please. Let us take care of this for you. And they did. They got him back his Facebook page. But
what do you think the chances are that someone living in northern Alberta is going to have anyone of any clout whatsoever be able to manage something like that? So we're going to play by their rules, and we've established our own community. So if you want to be part of that community, please engage with us at Locals. So that's, once again, trappinginc.locals.com.
Costs $5 a month or $50 a year. We give you a break if you want to do it for a year. Yesterday we started setting up the Martin and Fisher line for season 8.
Yeah.
We got 51 boxes in. We had a great time. There's stuff up about it already over at the community.
Yeah.
Today we're headed out to do some more.
We are, and we thank you for being part of our community, whether you're here by Facebook, by YouTube, if you're still watching some of the stuff on Amazon Prime, if you find us on the TV channels. We are grateful for your participation in what we do. It energizes us and it keeps us going. But in order for us to keep doing this, we have to change the way that you see us.
It's business. It's absolutely business. I mean, everybody gets paid for their job, so
yes.
We have to. We also have a channel on Rumble, and Rumble is supposed to be better than YouTube. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
But thank you for sitting through this and listening to us. Maybe we'll see you down the line.